Oh my God. Hey everybody, let's talk about the changes to the Uber Eats Diamond program. If you like content like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm sure you've all seen it, the announcement that on June 3rd, Uber Eats is going to start counting your acceptance rate. So in the past, I'm sure most of you have been really good drivers, and if you've been a really good driver, then you've probably been in a diamond status, which should have meant that you were getting all the preferred orders, but were you really? Well, it looks like maybe you weren't, because with the new announcement of the new changes in the Uber Eats Diamond program, they're now saying that you have to have 50% acceptance rate in order to be diamond status. Let's take a look at their announcement. There's a new Uber Eats Pro system coming your way, and they said, hey, great service is going to earn you more rewards, and you're going to earn more with preferred deliveries. And it also says your day-to-day will be improved with exclusive rewards. Diamond couriers will now get live support, and they said they'll give you more flexibility. So really, at the surface, it sounds great. What could be wrong with it? We should have all been excited for it. But if you look in the fine print, it's actually all about acceptance rate, something none of us have ever worried about before, because of course we are independent contractors and we make our own decisions about the orders that we select. But now they're saying you will not get preferred deliveries unless you hit 50% acceptance rate. How many of us will really be able to do that? I would say probably not many. I actually found a very good Reddit post that I think cuts to the heart of how most of us feel about it. The article on Reddit that I'm looking at here was posted in the Uber Eats drivers subreddit from a username Cloudkeeper. As you can see right here, the title of the article is 50% acceptance rate isn't tenable. I have had a 99 to 100% satisfaction rate for years on end, and I've usually had a 1 to 3% cancellation rate. I've been diamond driver most months for the last few years as well. Thousands of deliveries. 2/3 of my larger orders increase the tip because I get it there faster than the app thinks, because I know my city better than whatever lousy algorithm Uber uses, and I'm polite to both the customer and the merchants. I don't care that this is bottom of the barrel, lowest common denominator work. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it well. In short, I'm exactly the kind of driver Uber wants. As of June 3rd, I will lose my diamond status and its associated perks because of the totally unrealistic 50% acceptance rate requirement. My acceptance rate is usually in the single digits because I'm not wasting my time driving 20 miles for $7. I'm not taking certain orders at certain times to certain places because I know what a shit show it will be. Again, I know my city. I know where to avoid and what to do to keep my sanity and not waste a ton of gas. Those days are over, as is likely my time with Uber. If anybody at Uber is reading this, doubtful, but you never know, you are only going to push out the drivers with a shred of common sense by doing this. You're making an already stressful thing even more stressful, and you're ruining a great source of income I've relied on for years. And I can already hear some of you saying, well, acceptance rate is just for pro status, and well, that's true for now, but how long until they force you to take every terrible order? Also, the pro benefits are nice, and they shouldn't be advertised if maintaining them is impossible. I invite everyone to complain via the app because this will only get worse if we continue to accept the diminishing returns of this kind of work. The whole point is we should have a say in when, where, and how much we work. They want to make it a regular job, make us employees, but without any of the stability or benefits that would offer. Please push back on this kind of stuff. And let's go through some of the comments here. Somebody says even 30% isn't tenable. Honestly, even 10% in my area isn't gonna happen. Bro, 10% isn't tenable. And then somebody even said even 3% is unrealistic. Somebody said, I don't think I've been above 5% since day one. Oh, this is interesting. This person said that my acceptance rate is usually in the single digits because I'm not wasting my time driving 20 miles for $7. This statement ensures, in fact, you are not the kind of driver that Uber wants working for them. They'd much rather have someone who can't comprehend dollars and will just take every order regardless of pay. And I actually think this is a really good point here because I searched something on Google the other day, and it brought up something very interesting. So to the reply that poster wasn't not in fact the kind of driver that Uber wants, with the easy Google search I found that these platforms, they're kind of going after newer drivers. It says new drivers are often more available, especially during peak hours when demand is high, and may be more likely to accept a wider range of orders, especially lower paying ones. So it sounds like this change was mostly to benefit newer drivers and try to get them to accept the low paying offers. It's like order baiting. They're trying to force you to take the bad orders. Uber is basically saying, if you don't take the orders we tell you to, then we won't give you any orders that allow you to pay your bills. So as far as myself, I've been Diamond for 3 to 4 years, and when they first announced it, I thought it sounded great. Something interesting is that as soon as I logged on and started working, I denied an offer because it was like a $2 order. And as soon as I did that, they immediately kicked me out of Diamond and back down to Green. And now since I've been doing it all day, I can tell you that I'm getting much more $2 and $4 orders than I've ever gotten before. It'll be interesting to find out how this all works out. And what do you think, Sean?
It's just impossible. 50%, that's out of control.
If you want to see what it looks like, go back to my video where I was accepting every first offer given to me, and you can see how well I did for the amount of effort I put into it. Top dollar for your day would be like 60 or 70 bucks if you took everything they offered you. My plan for now is to not change anything that I'm doing, and I think if all of us do that, then this probably won't have much of an effect on our day-to-day. But we'll find out if it really is any different. Thanks for watching.